Mainly because our modules are made of 2 sheets of glass, so they are transparent. So we let the sunshine in. Here you see a variety of double glass modules. On the left-hand side you see modules which are mainly for generation of electricity. Then we have 2 modules which are mainly used for carports, but also for terraces, and you see some example in the presentation showing the group of 2 modules where you see the bottom side is white, actually no solar cells at the bottom side. These we use for greenhouses, which seems to be a very, very interesting new market. And also on the last one, on the right-hand side, you see also greenhouse modules, which we have developed just recently. Now, our modules are very, very stable. In fact, here with the car, you see Eva Mule, who is in the audience here, and she drives one of the company cars across a module, and we tested it afterwards, and it was fully functioning. So that's because we have thin glass, only 2 millimeter, but it's laminated at a very special high-tech process, and it's similar to a windshield of a car, which is also very, very stable, as you know. So our modules bear the highest loads, and in the small picture in the middle you see how we test our modules. We actually have a strong power force which bent the modules for many, many times, and even after 100 cycles of bending, you don't see any degradation in power. Now, another interesting focus what you can do with double glass modules is that you can have bifacial modules. This means that the front side and the back side both have photoelectric surface. So when you install a module, like you see in the middle with this picture with the sun, when you install a module at a certain angle, a lot of light comes through the module or comes through from the sun to the bottom, is reflected to the back side of the module. And by installing this on a light surface, you can get up to 30% more energy with the same module. And this means, of course, you save a lot of money in installation and so on. The extra cost of such a module is only between 2 and 5% of the total cost, but you can get 20 to 30% more energy out of it. Now here you see our profiles where we do the installation. You see at the top you see aluminum profiles, and when you come down for the break you see some of the profiles we are having. Now the innovation of our profiles is a process where you can easily connect them. Actually it's similar like for IKEA principle. You can connect only using a screwdriver. And also what we have, this is what you see on the bottom here, are rainproof mounting systems. We have modules without frame, but with the mounting system they are fixed and they are also rainproof, so no water comes through. Now here you see the basic principle of what we do. That's a very small carport actually. It's only for a very, very small car. But you see the basic principle, and you can also integrate LED lighting and so on. Now here you see how we fix it, and actually a team from our office was fixing such a carport in 2 hours, and we stopped every process of the fixing. Now here you see some of the installations, and actually they are pretty powerful. The smaller carport at the right-hand side, the carport L, produces around 24 enough energy to power an electric car for 24,000 kilometers per year. So actually it's enough, for just a standard car to drive around. The other one is 48,000. The left-hand side is 48,000 kilometers just by having these modules on a carport. Also, the terraces produce a lot of energy. That's a very nice aesthetic patio shading. Here you find standard patio shadings, which many of them we installed here in Netherlands already. And also, again, you find that they are producing a lot of energy. And if you have a larger one, like the Mila 6 or so, you produce enough electricity for a house to use almost 100% produced by the terrace here. What we have recently started are those wooden constructions, and here again you see the aesthetic of our modules. This is actually a building which has, on the top you see a building which uses our modules and replaces, because it's waterproof, replaces the standard tiles you have on the wood. You don't need anything else, you can use our module. They are very, very stable, as I explained before, and the waterproof mounting system means that you can use it replacing the standard roof. Now those are special modules for greenhouses, I explained already. You see a greenhouse installation and with those modules. The reason for not having the solar cells on the bottom is that when it's raining, a lot of dirt and a lot of rain is pouring in between the both sides of the greenhouse, and the dirt and so on means it's a shading on the would be a shading on the bottom solar cells. So we just leave them empty, and then the shading process does not take place. Now, those are some greenhouses we started to produce for urban farming. They have also same principle. You can connect them very easily, and then you can have different sizes of those houses for urban shading. Now, agri-PV solutions means those are larger installations with a tracking system, for example, where you can have double yield. Actually, you produce your agricultural products, but you can produce also electricity. Same principle like in a greenhouse, but a greenhouse is closed, where this is in an open space, and you see at the bottom, on the right-hand side, you see even a tractor going through here and doing the harvesting. Also, with those bifacial modules, you can install them in a different way. For example, you can install them horizontally, and then you have a different cycle of producing electricity. Those different cycles you see in the drawings on the right-hand side, because the sun in the morning hits the front side or back side, whatever. Both sides are almost the same. Hits the front side of the module, then the sun moves up. And this you see with the green curve at noon, you produce very little electricity, but then it hits the other side of the module, and then you produce enough electricity again. So if you combine, for example, those installations with a standard installation, then you can see the green curve, which is shown at the top of this drawing. Now here we also, of course, make large carports for protection and power. Just imagine if all those parking lots are covered with those carports. It's a protection against the weather, the snow and so on, and you produce such a lot of electricity. It's really amazing. Now here, that's my last slide. You see the aesthetic of PV. This is a community recreation area in Dubai, and it's producing electricity, but it's also very, very aesthetic because of the double glass modules which show which light come through, and it's not the usual shading under a standard module, it's black almost, whereas here you can have a lot of light coming through. Well, thank you very much. Here I show why we are here. We are looking for distributors of our modules. We want to establish corporations for EPC. We want to sell our applications, and we are looking for franchise partners. Thank you very much.
very much.